When I first saw this piece, I liked it because it was on the small side. As I've stated in previous videos, great big hutches don't really sell well in my area, so I was pretty happy to find this little guy. It did have this broken finial, but I'm going to remove that whole piece anyway just because it just makes it look dated and old. Also, the decorations on the doors were broken, so I will be removing those. I like the handles, but I'm going to update them with something a little bit more modern and save these handles for a different project. Overall, it was in pretty good shape, just rather dirty. My goal on this piece is to take it from dark and dated to cheery and modern, while still maintaining some of the original wood grain on the piece. So, let's get started. After removing the decorative part of the top of the hutch, I decided to go ahead and remove this little front piece of the apron at the bottom as well, just to give the hutch a cleaner look. Since it was very dirty and I was going to be painting part of it, I wiped it all down with a mild degreasing dishwashing liquid. There was a thin little piece of trim, about 1.5 or 2 inches in on both of the doors and the drawer, and I didn't care for it. So I decided to sand it down flush so it would look like just an inlaid piece of wood instead of a piece of trim. I took the legs, the side aprons, both of the doors, and the drawers down to bare wood using 120 and then 220 grit sandpaper because I wanted to preserve the natural grain of the wood. After scuff sanding, I wiped the whole piece down with a damp rag just to get rid of any sawdust. I'm going to go ahead and tape off the legs and the side aprons before I prime and paint the piece because I'm going to leave those natural. Because the piece was missing the inside shelves when I purchased it, I needed to cut 2 new shelves from some scrap pieces of lumber. I really wanted to preserve and highlight the natural grain of the doors and the drawer, so I did not apply any stain. I just applied 2 coats of a satin finish poly. After the poly had dried, I cleaned the glass and reassembled the doors. I decided to go with a lighter gray for the base of the cabinet. After painting the base, I removed the tape from the legs and the side aprons and then gave them 3 coats of poly. I used a wax on the base of the cabinet instead of poly because I really like the softer look that it gives. After wiping it on, I waited about 5 or 10 minutes and then buffed it back off with a clean rag. So the only thing left is to put the doors back on, install the new hardware, and put the new shelves that I built in. I had a lot of fun with this project, and I hope all of you have enjoyed watching this Hutch transform as well. I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who watches my little videos, especially those of you who have subscribed. If you have not subscribed yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button and you will get notified the next time a video drops. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the transformation of that dark and dreary Hutch. I hope you like it as much as I do.